Here, can you hold this up? That is really slimy.
Rip it out.
No, don't rip it out. Kyle, please.
Because I didn't have anyone to do raids with me or anything, so it got to be just catch Pokemon, okay, and that's it. You know.
All right, well.
On that note,
we're gonna go play Pokemon Go. No, just kidding. We're not gonna do that.
We're on Star Wars Galaxy.
So
now.
Today we're at Red Cedar Lake in Jefferson County, and we're gonna be doing some botanizing. There's a lot of different aquatic plants here, and there's 2 species in particular that there's some interesting stuff that I figure I'll talk about. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. Obviously, Ben is back for the win.
The return.
The modern MacArthur right here, and then shoving his face full right here is Kyle. Right? You might see him sometime, but so that's what we're going to be doing today, and we'll see you in a little bit. Come back here. Come back here. Is that how are you gonna stand the whole time, Kyle? Yeah. I gotta check if my car's locked now. Oh yeah, I'll just take this.
Scoot.
See, this is what I was talking about. I was thinking 3 people might be a little bit much for this place.
We were good before you got in.
Yeah, but I'm the reason you're here.
Are we good?
There we go.
Wow.
Oh.
I think Hope Lake's better than Fishing. Hope Lake, yeah. Last time I was at Hope Lake, I caught 3 or 4 pike.
Oh, there we go. Push off that. Oops.
I gotta come out with it. Mud Lake is hard to find the fish. Mud Lake is hard to find the lake. I maybe believe you.
I always love this place because it has this little passage like this. It makes you feel like you're like going to Narnia or something.
Oh, that's a wardrobe tunnel. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh.
We're good. We're good. See? I love this little thing. It's like, wow, this is here. See, it's better, Ben. Once we get more on the open water, it's a little bit better. We're gonna go up by this island. I saw something there when I was here last time, and oh geez, what was that? We're gonna see if I can find that again. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going forward, Ben. I'm gonna just so if you look here, it's just sort of a whole circle. I mean, it's not a circle, but you can basically see the whole lake. And then there's this island up here. And so this is pretty much, if you come here, unless you're gonna go by the shore, pretty much the place to go, at least in the beginning, is the island, because, I don't know. Like, there's lots of plants, but they're the same everywhere, so it's not like it's different in the other spots. I came here, me and Kenza came here last month, and it was nice. There was a lot of flowers and stuff. Things are starting to dying right now. Yeah, the other cool thing about this place is all the reeds on the outsides. That's the cool thing. Like, there's lots of stuff. Like when we were coming in, there was that little bog there. That was pretty. Actually, I wouldn't mind, not today, but I wouldn't mind going there sometime. Actually, now think about it. Oh yeah, so you see all these not those big round yellow flowers, but these small ones. Like up here, there's a ton of them in front of us. See those, Ben?
Yeah.
So those are flowers from Utricularia, which is this plant. I mean, I can show you one later. It's a carnivorous plant, and it has no roots. And they literally have like yeah, these little flowers like those ones.
So what do they eat if they carnivores?
They eat zooplankton and stuff, and like small insects and things like that. Here, let me grab one. Oop. So, see these little? It's a little dark, but see these? Here, this is better. See all these little nodule type things here. See those?
Yeah.
These are actually bladders that they suck in. Like there's like a little hair, or it's I think it's a hair or something, and it's a zooplankton will go in front of that, and it literally sucks it in, and it just traps it and it digests it. There's a bunch of different ones. These are this is like the common, like literally common bladderwort. Oh, it has some little fruits. Look at that. That's sort of cool. But yeah, you usually find these. You find those in still waters usually because they don't have any roots, and also in places where there's low nutrients. But in a place like this, I don't know. You just find them. They're not that weird to see in general. So this is what I was talking about. Maybe finding right here. Can you guys see this right here? I know Kyle can see it. It's right here. Can you see this? This bright green stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's freshwater sponges. Can you see it, Ben? Yeah, I was surprised. I actually wanted to find some of these because I seen them in Milwaukee. And, like, I just ran into them here. It was in this spot, too. I mean, I saw them in some other places, but... Look at that. That is crazy. Do you see it, Kyle? Man, it's fast, too. I think that's...
Yeah, no problem.
I can figure out this is later. If I get a look at it now, I'm gonna push forward a little bit. Hey, is it? It's sort of cool. Eee, wow. I thought this was just like a little small thing, and it's like half the lake back here. Like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, pretty much double the size of the lake.
Pretty much. Oh, this is a blind.
So like it doesn't have nothing.
I mean, it's not the worst spot, you know?
Like, probably really good.
I know. I want to get... See, now I can see the leaves. I want to get a picture of them. This is cool. So these ones, this is like the yellow water lily or something. I forget what they're called. Oh wait, oh, I think this is a different one. But it happens in different species in this genus. They have this really cool thing. So, you know how they have the leaves here, right? Those go down to a rhizome, and they have basically these plants need to make sure they get enough oxygen for the roots, otherwise the roots will die. And so they have this cool system where you have these leaves on these plants, and so you have younger leaves and older leaves, and they have this tissue that goes throughout the plant that basically air can travel through the whole plant. Like, it's like a cavity for air to go through. So there's actually a pressure gradient that goes through the plant in terms of air pressure, and it happens because on the leaf surface you have the stomatas where the water comes through, or where the air comes through. And in the younger plants, the stomatas are actually smaller, so you get, like, so they don't leak out as much air, basically. And so then when you heat up the air, when the air heats up because of the sun, like, the leaves will heat up, and it'll generate a positive pressure that flows out through the old leaves. And so there's actually a current going through the plant that gives it new oxygen for the leaves, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. Because I feel like a lot of people think plants just sort of sit there and do nothing, but they don't realize stuff like this. Shut up, Kyle.
Hey! You are not Stop it. Tennies, we need to go that way.
I'm going around these. I'm going around these. Because, like, so when I was here last time, I grabbed one of these and I noticed it's covered in this, like, this mucus here, and I was like, what is this? Because it's really slimy. So if you can see it, there's this mucus that goes along here. It's mucilage, and it's made by these plants, which they're called Watershield, and it's just really weird. Like, I've never, like, my hands are literally slimy right now from touching this. And so I looked up a little bit about this, and there's actually a lot of interesting stuff about this plant. This leaf right here is actually covered in the mucilage too, and the stems are, and everything except for the top of the leaves are. And some different people have looked at why this might be here. One thing is maybe it reduces herbivory from insects and stuff. The mucilage itself is produced from these little hairs called trichomes. And those are actually on a lot of plants. You can see them on, like, corn. I'm not really sure how that happens. It's sort of a cellular thing. Yeah, and apparently the weird thing is too, this plant is actually, like, people actually eat this plant in China in, like, soups, and at least in soups. Like, there's a well-known soup in Hangzhou, which is a city in China, that it's like a local dish that they're famous for, I guess. I'm trying to think. It's called shunzai. Mucilage in general is actually produced in a lot of different plants. Like, it's the inside of aloe, how there's that gel, that's also a mucilage. And so people have looked at this because it's edible and it's water soluble and stuff, and so people have actually looked at it for potential uses in manufacturing. And one thing but people at least looked at or proposed is using this for you know how pills have, like, a thin outer like capsule that's, like, clear? Like, you could use this for it, and it'd make it easier to swallow, basically. And it's totally edible. I mean, I'm not going to eat this plant, and it's actually endangered in China too, which is interesting. But yeah, it's a really interesting plant, and that's sort of the reason I thought it'd be cool to come out here and look at these.
I get grouchy when I'm sleepy, if you haven't noticed.
Oh. Okay, so I got it now. So, anyways, drum roll, please. Guess Kyle's not gonna do anything. So no, I had fun today. It was my second time coming here. It's definitely better to come earlier in the summer when things aren't dying as much, and there was a lot more flowers last time. But yeah, it was really cool for me to learn about Watershield, sort of, for this video and stuff. There's a lot of interesting things going on there. What do you think, Ben, or Ben? Yeah, what do you think, Ben?
Well, despite my grouchy attitude, I actually had a good time too. And yeah, there are a lot of interesting things out there. There's a lot of different plant life going on, both on the shorelines, on the island, in the water, and I think it was cool to kind of see. Even this time of year when it is a bit thicker, harder to navigate through, it was interesting to see, you know, kind of that late July, early August when it's really in full growth, maximum thickness.
Yeah, and the cool thing is
3 C's, thickness. Thick. It's nice to see how it is.
No,
I like it.
It's nice here too because there's, like, no invasive plants that you usually see. So all the plants that there's there are just ones that are just native.
It helps too. There's no motorboat traffic digging any of it up too.
Yeah.
So this is just all
it's just
natural
all
growth.
pretty much. Yeah. Kyle, what do you have any thoughts for the crowd?
It's just hard to paddle and there's that much stuff in your way.
Oh yeah.
You didn't even paddle the whole time.
I've been on this lake before. It's a bitch thing.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to paddle, because I know it sucks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
especially that channel. It's just getting where we needed to be. Oh, it was tough.
That's the slow part. So with that, I'll finish with the poll question, which today is, what is your ideal afternoon snack? Would you like to cook up some nice fresh leeches? You could have some sun-dried freshwater sponges, or you could have a non-fried cattail flour.
Not deep fried.
It's your vegan corn dog. So that's the poll question for this video. I will be interested in seeing your comments on this one, and I'll see you in the next video.
Definitely go with the leech.